I'm Oliver DeVolpe. I'm the chef with Food and Dining Service. I'm here to show you General Tao's Chicken. Now, it's just a little bit less healthy way, I would say, of having stir fry, but with the same sort of ingredients. The big difference is going to be the batter. So the batter I use is basically 1/4 cornstarch to 3/4 flour. And then you're just using cold water and you're going to get like a pancake batter thickness. So we have our batter thickness. And then to that, we need our chicken. We can use chicken thighs or we can use chicken breasts. We have a little bit of both here. We have the one breast here, a few chicken fillets, and we'll use one thigh. We don't want any of the skin. We just want the meat that's on the chicken. And any extra pieces we have can always go in a chicken stock for another time. So we're just going to cut all these into sort of cubes, rough cubes. They don't have to be perfect. They're going to be battered and fried. And if I was doing a stir fry, the only difference I would do is cut these a little bit smaller. And the trick to General Tao's is to have the chicken crispy. So the batter we have here is perfect, but to fry it 2 times. So we fry it the first time at about 350, and you'll see the temperature in the oil. It shouldn't be smoking, it should be nice and still, but it should right away sizzle as we throw this in. We're just going to use a few peppers and onions. We could have been putting in some water chestnuts if we wanted, or some other vegetables. This is sort of a more traditional way of doing it, and it's healthier than not having any vegetables in it. So we want to have the same sort of large dice as we do the chicken. So everything is the same sort of bite size on the plate. And we could have used just 1 color of pepper here. And like I said, if we really wanted, we could have probably thrown some, bok choy or even broccoli into this. And even the onion, we just want a large cut. Just like that, so you can pick it up with either a fork or chopsticks. There we go. So this is all set. So as we put this in, it should just sizzle right up and almost float to the top within the first couple of seconds. This oil looks perfect, and like I said, this is about 340, maybe 350 degrees. And you want to sort of spread this out around the pan as we do this, so they don't stick together right away. And as soon as they've been in there for 10 seconds, they won't stick anymore because they've already formed a sort of crust on the outside. Okay, so usually it's about medium on the stove, but you have to check. If it's starting to smoke, if it's boiling up right away and very strong, it's too high. And if when you put in the chicken, it's not simmering or making bubbles right away, it's because it's probably just too cold. Medium is usually the right temperature on an oven, but maybe a medium to a little bit higher. So this may not be cooked all the way through, but we're going to refry it one more time just before we serve it. So the sauce for the General Tao's is pretty easy. We're gonna just put a little bit of oil, and in there, the equivalent of 1 clove of garlic, and about the same amount of ginger. We're gonna let that cook just a sec. And into this, we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. And then you have 2 choices. I'm going to just use straight ketchup, but you can use tomato paste, vinegar, and a little bit of sugar. But those 3 ingredients together basically make ketchup. So we're going to add in about 2 tablespoons of ketchup. You're going to bring that to a simmer. We're going to add in a little bit of hot sauce. This could have been chili peppers as well. And the heat is to your liking. And the only thing we're going to add else into this that you may not have at home is we're going to add in a little chicken stock. And our sauce is already done. We're going to put our vegetables in to stir fry. And we have our sauce ready. So when our chicken's ready, we're going to just throw all 3 in together and we're set to go. So here's our chicken, very crispy, cooked through. And this is hot enough that when it goes in, it'll get even the sauce sizzling. So, and if you have a little green onion, you can throw a little bit of that on top. Why not a little bit of sesame? There you go, our General Tao's chicken.